Yeah, can everyone able to see my slide? Gaston,
Yeah, I can see. How about the
can you see
students?
the slide?
Can the students see your slide? Students, can any one
Yes,
of you
ma'am.
answer?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Gaston, for your introduction. This is Sumita from Biomedical Engineer from Healthcare Engineering team, and I am going to continue the session with IoT technologies implemented in healthcare. So the very first technology we are going to see is the UAV technology. UAV is nothing but unmanned aerial vehicle. So this UAV is an aircraft which does not need a pilot for operation. It is either operated by a person in the ground control station or it is operated autonomously by a pre-programmed flight plan. So since this UAV technology is operated remotely, we call it as a drones or drone technology. Now we will see how the drones are useful in healthcare. So at first, drones are used in areas affected by natural disasters by delivering food and medical supplies to the public. The drones also help us to provide more efficient healthcare to patients from a distance. So, hospitals use drones for delivering medications and other medical devices from floor to floor in the hospital building. These drones also deliver laboratory samples to deliver in the respective departments for testing purposes. This drone technology is time consuming and it also helps the hospital staff to work more efficiently and to support other demands of the hospital. In Rwanda and East African country, the drones are used to transport donor blood during the pandemic situation. This drone technology is also easier for providing home-based care or outpatient care. Therefore, in case of an emergency situation, these drones can carry the blood sample from the patient uh, and it can be sent by the drone to the respective hospital for testing. Drones are also helpful in elderly care. It has smaller drones with manipulating arms which can be used to bring them medications. They also do their jobs like they grab a glass of water and they even sort out the laundry both for the elderly people. The next one, how drones help for the blind. Drones are useful for visually impaired people. They fly at a particular distance along with the user, and these drones use computer vision technology and GPS technology to detect the obstacles, and they also track routes and other traffic information. All these data are collected and transmitted to the user via a Bluetooth headset which is given by a voice command. Now, what are the advantages of drone technology? The advantages include they improve healthcare in remote locations by delivering quality health facilities. The drone technology is also time saving. Yes, it provides care by reaching the victims on time who require immediate medical attention. The drone technology also decreases the cost associated with the medical care. The final advantage of drone technology is that it has
Hello.
increased ability to care for
Solunga.
elderly persons. The next technology is the RFID radio frequency identification.
Answer பண்ணல
The radio
மண்ணாங்கல
frequency
நிக்கிறாங்கப்பா நான் இங்க ஊர்ல
identification
நிக்கிறேன்
is a
பேசாம
wireless system or a wireless technology which uses radio waves at several different frequencies to transfer
ஓகே
data.
ஓகே
So here is the basic
ஓகே நான் எப்படி
RFID
ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன்
system.
சொல்றேன்
Uh,
ஓகே
we can see the RFID system consists of RFID reader, RFID tag, antenna, and a computer database. So what is the RFID reader? RFID reader is a device which has one or more antenna that emits radio waves and receives signals back from the RFID tag. The RFID tag is attached to the hospital assets to transmit stored data to the antenna. Here the RFID tag is of two types. One is the active RFID tag and another is the passive RFID tag. These active RFID tags are more accurate when compared to passive RFID tags. Therefore, active RFID tag can be used in wheelchairs, patient beds and other larger
Hello?
hospital properties for better tracking purpose.
Hello?
But
வந்துன்னு
passive
இருக்கீங்க
RFID tags are of low cost and are
வந்துக்குன்னு
very
இருக்கிறீங்க
small and therefore they are easily attached to
இல்ல
smaller
இல்ல அது உங்களுக்கு
devices.
கால் எடுத்தா நான் மீட்
They
ஆகும்
also
கொஞ்சம்
have the
மாட்டாங்க
ability to
4 நாள்
tag many
வாரணும்
items at once. Passive RFID tag can also track
நீங்க வீட்டை
even when
வாங்க
Wi-Fi connection is not available. Now, what is the purpose of antenna? The antenna receives the stored data from the RFID tag and transmits that data to an RFID reader, and at last the final data is transmitted into the computer database or RFID database where it can be stored and evaluated. Now, what are the applications of RFID technology in healthcare? Patient tracking, inventory management, equipment and asset tracking, drug authentication. What is patient tracking? RFID is used in patient tracking, tracking the patient along with history of their medical records. In inventory management, RFID is used for checking the stock availability and tracking orders. In equipment and asset RFID is used for checking the availability and condition of the equipment or the instrument. For example, if a person needs a wheelchair, he or she may be able to track the availability and the location of the wheelchair with the help of this RFID. And the final one is the drug authentication. The drug authentication involves checking drug stocks and also to ensure that patients receive correct medication on time, and this also prevents counterfeit of drugs. So this RFID is can be used in RFID wristbands, RFID sensors, and as
ஹலோ
RFID embedded devices.
4:30 அக்ரிமெண்ட்
The
எழுத
first one,
வராங்கன்னு சொல்ல
RFID
சொன்னாங்க
wristbands, is used for
4:30
patient tracking. So this is specially useful for newborn babies to avoid matching with wrong parents and from kidnapping issues. RFID labels can be used to secure babies. The next one, RFID sensors are used in surgical instruments to keep track of them. So this prevents them from causing a serious issue like it prevents them from being accidentally left inside a patient's body during surgery. And the third one, RFID embedded devices are also used for tracking the health condition of the patient. The embedded medical devices reduce the time to diagnose. These devices consist of a preloaded disease symptom file, and with the help of this file, the device performs tests and acquires data, and the data are stored. The data of each patient are stored on the cloud for further analysis. What are the advantages of RFID technology? They are real-time tracking and for maintaining the standards and compliance and storing the data and reducing the medical errors. So the first one, RFID technology in hospitals, supply chain management and labs offer real-time tracking of assets, products and lab samples. RFID technology enables hospitals can monitor the quality of drugs in the supply chain management in order to maintain the standards and compliance. RFID data can be stored, managed, and shared online. So, this will be easier for maintaining electronic medical records and asset management applications. The final advantage of RFID technology is it reduces the medical errors. The last technology is the IoT wearables technology. So, the wearable technology is most popular in today's world, which keeps track of the everyday health condition of a person by monitoring the vital signs. Wearables play a major role in accurate data collection and they are helpful in remote patient monitoring. And since we all know about glucose monitors, smartwatches, we will now see the trending IoT wearable devices. The very first device is the smart breast pump, which is a portable and compact device, and it is invisible and it is less in weight. So this smart breast pump can be worn inside a nursing or maternity cloth, and the pump is placed in the chest and it is connected to a specially designed app. So this app monitors the milk volume and the pumping history of each breast, and this pump also has auto turn on and off operations. The second one is the personal EKG monitor. This personal EKG monitor records EKG recordings in just 30 seconds. So it also detects the atrial fibrillation, bradycardia, tachycardia and normal heart rhythms. This personal EKG monitor is connected to a smartphone app and the data can be shared with the physicians for instant review. So unlike other normal ECG machines, there is no need of messy wires, patches or gel with this personal EKG monitor. The next one is the smart inhaler. Smart inhalers are an advanced form of inhalers that are digitally connected to an app. They help the physicians to manage patients' conditions more effectively. Smart inhalers use Bluetooth technology and they also remind patients to take their medications on time. This device also alerts the patient or person with the help of the smartphone if a patient enters a highly polluted area, and this helps the patient to decide whether to avoid the environment or not. These smart inhalers also track and helps the patient to know how often the inhaler has been used, and this is done in order to reduce the medical errors caused by the product. The next device is the BioPatch. The BioPatches are non-invasive wearables for advanced patient monitoring. BioPatches are small elegant devices that provide valuable information for the physicians as well as nurses. These BioPatches monitor the vital signs such as ECG, heart rate, respiration rate, body posture. They also detect the fall detection and they also record the activity of a person, their blood pressure and weight and oxygen saturation. So this biopatch is only used for single use and this must be disposed to minimize infections. Some biopatches are attached to the patient in the left side of their chest to monitor the parameters as it is given in the image. The next one is the baby's monitoring sensor, which is nothing but a temperature tracking sensor which tracks the body temperature of a newborn baby or children. So this sensor is a soft patch where the patch can be easily placed under the child's arm. It measures the temperature between 87 and 109.3 degrees Fahrenheit. So this soft patch measures different temperatures at different intervals, day and night, and it measures the temperature of the child for up to 48 hours. And the measured temperature, that data can be transferred to the baby's parents into their smartphone app. The next one is the pregnancy contraction monitor. So it is a wireless monitor connected to a smartphone app, and the app helps in tracking the womb's activity starting from 31st week of pregnancy. This pregnancy contraction monitor effortlessly deals with the timing and it tells accurate labor contractions. Therefore, doctors also get quality insights on the history of pregnancy and they can make better decisions and care about labor procedures. The next device is the Smart Fertility Tracker, which is used for tracking period cycles. So this gives better insight of their fertility, pregnancy, as well as the overall health status. This smart fertility tracker can be used by women in the night during sleep. It is also useful for pregnant women for tracking weight, sleep, and stress levels. So, this is how IoT wearables play a major role in supporting women's health. And the final one is the emergency care, which is nothing but a life saving system. So, the major goal of emergency care is to save time and improve patient care. Life-saving system is connected to wearables, home-based security systems, cars, etc. And they collect all the information such as name, health profile, blood group, and other necessary informations of a person. And these data are stored in the cloud. In case of an emergency, the system sends data to emergency servers and therefore the ambulance team will be prepared with everything on time to deliver proper care. So in today IoT enabled medical devices play a significant role in healthcare industry by offering essential information for the patient to keep their health in control. And the wearable devices like oximeters and digital stethoscopes are useful in real-time patient monitoring in telemedicine. So one of our team member, Ashini, will continue the session with telemedicine part, and that's all about my part. So does anyone have any doubt?
Students,
Any doubt from my slides?
yeah, students, please feel free to ask any doubts from whatever we have explained so far. Right? Feel free to interact with us. So no doubts from the student side. So everything is clear. Yes, no.
Is everything clear?
At least one can say is any doubts, or we can go for the third speaker. Okay, so since you guys don't have any doubts, let's move on to the third speaker. Ish. Okay, Ashani, you can carry on with your slides. Sumi, would you like to talk about our YouTube channel and all? Yeah, you want to talk about our YouTube channel and
Yeah, so dear students, as Mr. Gaston already said, we have our own YouTube channel. So for more interesting videos, you can subscribe our channel, and to get in touch with us, you can follow us on the social media platforms like WhatsApp and Facebook, and we'll be sharing the link in your chat box. Thank you.
okay, Ashani, you can carry on with your slides. So
Okay.
basically, students, Ashani is going to talk about telemedicine and the technical parts like security issues as well. So let's watch Ashani's part.